been thinking lately, gosh, in this last, now going on 2 years, I have not been paying for advertising. With that being said, of course, there are a lot of companies that will go through a hardship, or some that the people just don't get it. They don't care. That's one thing that I've noticed. The best thing we could do when we make mistakes is to learn from them. One thing that I've found is just being real has been very, very helpful. But I can honestly say that I'm grateful that these things have happened, because it's shaped me more as an entrepreneur, businessman. It's helped me to learn from my mistakes and to not only change how I go about my business in that area that got me the poor review in the first place, but also to celebrate it, because now I know how to avoid that mistake. And, I think it's just a wonderful process that we have. It's really, if companies aren't going to keep their end of the bargain, which is offering good service, well, then guess what? They're just going to be kind of either left behind, or they're going to continue to struggle and to continue to have to pay for advertisement, which at the end of the day takes money out of your pocket, and it does not maintain a healthier financial path of living for you, right? Take care of your customers. I'm always very understanding, as patient as I can be, especially as I get older. I've got a newborn son now, so I've got to learn the utmost patience. I thought it was just with my significant other. Oh yeah, I need 10,000 times more patience with the kiddo. He's only 35 days old, and he's causing mama and papa quite the bit of a ruckus. At the end of the day, he doesn't know. He's a newborn, There's little issues here and there that, require that patience. With that said, having patience with a company. If they make it right, I'm still rolling with that company. I'm still rocking with them, because I understand as a customer and as a business owner that people make mistakes, Now, if they're just like, F off, I don't care about your business, right? And that's typically through, they don't have to specifically say that, it's through their actions, right? Which is just not taking care of the issue. I've got some clients that are such a blessing. You guys know who you are out there. Some issues that I've had, with certain hardships have come with my company, and they have stuck with me. And there are a few customers I've completed taking care of them, and it's taken a significant amount of time. But it's all about just getting it done at some point or another. Like, it might not be able to happen right away, but at least if you put forth the effort and you keep the communication with your customers, it's going to be extremely helpful to help them understand, and also to avoid problems, right? Which is complaints, reviews, all that, and you don't want the word going around that you just don't handle your business, or that you just don't care. So, believe me, had some tough things happen in this last couple of years. I'm just learning now that we can get through it. Anybody can get through it. It's just a matter of not quitting, right? Because winners never quit and quitters never win. And rolling with it, rocking with it, like, get in there, get the job done, even if it takes a long time, and, at least your integrity is still intact. Sometimes there's financial hardships, things that make it difficult. Maybe you don't want to lose money on that one little transaction, but you've got to look at the bigger picture, and that's what I do. I look at the bigger picture. Sure, there's some people that have gone through some horrific, unfortunate experiences with me, and maybe I'll never hear back from them again. But it is what it is. Not everybody is going to understand it. Not everybody's on the same page. Not everybody's thinking about the same thing at the same time. No matter what it is that I do, no matter what it is that I try to say to some people, they're just not going to get it. But there are those people who are going to look back and later say, you know what? Sure, we didn't have an agreement on this, but Herbie and his team, their service outweighs anyone else's service out there. Any of the competition out there. Most of the experience was wonderful. And at the end of the day, when you're, in a business like mine, it's very difficult to find a good shop. It's very difficult to find, a company whose team is just with it, For over a year and a half, I have not had to pay for advertising. Sure, I'll have my little boost posts, things like that. They do almost nothing for me with Instagram, but I'm talking about Yelp. I'm talking about Google. I used to advertise on those platforms and spend thousands and thousands of dollars a month on them. And what I've learned is that if I took care of the customers that kept coming in, I've been able to survive off of repeat and referral business for the last year and a half and not having to spend money on advertisement. I've had 4 or 5 customers this past week who have reached out, hey Herbie, you worked on such and such's car, or you worked on my car, I want to bring it back, or I'm referring to you, I'm having my mother bring her car in. And I can't tell you enough how happy it makes me feel to know that the hard work that we went through those many years making customers happy is actually working, and it's actually bringing in that business. So with that said, thank you guys. Thank you so much. If there are any suggestions, any advice that you can give me as to how to make my service better, let me know. Until then, we'll be there for you. Stay tuned. I've got some great videos coming up, just kind of to get a little bit more in depth about what it is we do, the benefits of what it is that we do, and why to choose HADD Customs as your custom and auto collision repair facility. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Happy New Year to you guys that I haven't said that to. And thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.